What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I want to give you guys an urgent market update as we have the election today, which is likely to bring a lot of volatility. And as Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a pump to the upside, I wanted to break down the charts and talk about what you could expect moving into the rest of the day, the rest of the week. Are we going to see a pump into the elections? Are we going to see a dump? Well, the truth is likely, guys, it's going to be really volatile. There's going to be some washer machine action. We also have FOMC on Wednesday. So this week is absolutely insane when it comes to price action. So I'm going to break it all down for you guys. Take a look at those key levels. Take a look at a trade that I'm in right now. And I will also talk about how I'm handling this price action in my trading plan. Am I looking for longs? Am I looking for shorts? What the heck is going on? I'm going to try to clear it up for the CandleMafia so you guys can keep making money on these moves before they happen. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. We'll break down those key levels, the trades, and what you could be expecting next on Bitcoin. Let's get into it. So guys, here we are on the Bitcoin chart. And as you can see, we are getting a little bit of a pump to the upside here today. This pump actually started yesterday, and yes, I am in a long position from the low here with the CandleMafia in the premium Discord. Here is that position over on Blowfin, guys. You can see I am up about $750. Now, I was up a lot more here, but I have locked in some profits already, but still up $750 unrealized. Only $20,000 left in this position, so this is a pretty comfortable situation to be in, as if we do wind up coming back down, I will get stopped out. I will probably move this stop loss up into profit pretty soon, but if we were to get stopped out here, we'll just keep that money we locked in. So it is pretty much a guaranteed winning trade, and this was a setup in the premium Discord, guys. And the idea behind this trade, guys, was not only that we were coming down to our local range POC with confluence on a daily naked point of control. We got those entry triggers down here, took a stab at that long, and to be quite honest, guys, I wasn't really that confident that this was going to come up all the way to final TP, but it looks like we wound up getting that move up, which is pretty nice. And we are now hitting a very key level of resistance, which is kind of what I want to talk about today with you guys. Are we going to be able to break above this? What level do we need to break in order to call for all-time highs? And how careful should we be here for a potential bigger rejection to the downside? And I'm going to cover that in just a minute. But we did come down to that POC daily naked point of control down here, and this has been a huge level for the past 7 months as we have kind of bing-bonged around in this larger range, which is why this is such a key level. Are we going to hold above this and blast off to new all-time highs? I think it's a little too soon to call for that, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm handling this. We'll zoom into the lower time frames, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of how we got to where we are, we got that deviation above the high to take out that liquidity above this key level. We sweat that liquidity, found that short setup from the top, took it all the way back down into the range. At that point, you get stuck in the value area. Next place for price to likely go is going to be that point of control. We got down there, and that was simply the first and best place for me to be looking for long positions, and it did wind up being the perfect bottom. And I'll be honest, guys, it's not that clear because there are some things on Market Cypher B that could be calling for more upside, but then again, there are some other things that are looking a little bit more bearish. And to be quite honest, on the live stream last night, as I told you guys, I was looking for a move up into this zone where I will be looking for short positions. I am still doing that. Just because we got a pump here does not mean that I'm only going to hold my long for 100K, right? I am going to look for those short positions as we interact with these key levels of resistance, and we are definitely at a big level here with the anchor VWAP from the top of this move. This is also a local golden pocket 786 Fibonacci retracement, so we also know if we are going to get a lower high to come in here, just like this lower high came in on a golden pocket 786, this lower high might wind up coming in on this golden pocket 786, so this is definitely a big level. And for anybody at home trying to find these levels, this is sitting between 69,776 and 70,600. So I will be looking for shorts in here, guys. And not only is this the value area high on this Fibonacci confluence, but again, if we bring up those higher time frame levels on that main range, this is also the value area high of that macro range, right? So this is the biggest level of resistance that we're going to want to get above in order to look for higher prices. And are we going to potentially break out to all-time highs if we get above here? I think it's a little too soon to call for that, but just to kind of show you guys that confluence, if I go ahead and turn on this local range, you can see the levels of resistance are very confluent in here. So there is more than one reason to be looking at this as a key level of resistance. So if we could get the short in the premium, we will wind up taking this and hopefully shorting all the way back down to that POC. And then if we lose that POC, just to give you guys an idea, if we do wind up getting a rejection and we do continue to get accepted into this larger volume profile, this will remain the main range that I'm looking at between 70,150, POC sitting at $67,000, and then that value area low all the way down here at 60,500. Now, I will not be looking for an instant move down to 60,500, and I don't even know if that level is going to come in at all. We do have those levels we looked at on the live stream last night, so I'll hide that main range. If we do get stuck back into that macro range and we get the bigger pullback, guys, again, around 67,000 is going to be that key level of support. But once we wind up breaking below that, I will be looking for this very key level. If there's one level that you guys take from here, especially if we wind up getting the move to the downside, you're going to want to watch this level at $64,550 is really what I would take. 591 is the actual level, but we likely have a lot of liquidity sitting below these wicks, guys. So if we do come down for one more dump, and remember, just because we're pumping here does not mean that we are just going to go to 100K, right? I know it feels bullish that we're getting the pump, and obviously I am long this, so I am excited as well, but we have to understand that this pump was very exciting as well. It got faded to the downside on a golden pocket 786, and all these lower highs did as well, right? So if we do wind up rejecting that golden pocket 786, it will just continue the downtrend very likely. And if we lose that POC, I will be looking down to $64,550 to take that liquidity that we know is very likely living below these lows. So if that bigger move down does happen, I will be looking for something like this, come sweep that liquidity below these lows, and then potentially look for new long setups down here at $64,550. And that is going to be kind of the bearish case. That's if we reject from where we are right now, which is obviously a big level of resistance based off all the confluence that I just showed you. Now, I do want to take a look at the bullish case because obviously it is not going to be impossible. We do not know what is going to happen in these markets. This is why we long and we short, so we can make money both ways. But I do just want to point out the bullish case here, guys. And that bullish case is generally if we are able to get back out of this macro range. Because as we've said before, sometimes when you get a little fake out of a range like this, or specifically a volume profile, sometimes if you come down and don't get your big bounce off the value area high, sometimes price likes to come back down and test that POC before finally getting the bigger move up. So that is a scenario that we can see, and I will be honest here, guys, looking at Market Cipher B, we did start to see some bullish signs this morning. These are kind of rolling over right now, to be quite honest with you, but the 16-hour green dot was printing with a nice money flow crossover into the green on the 1 hour. This is a 1/16th Market Cipher B strategy, which we use all the time to predict bigger moves in the market. As a matter of fact, it did help us anticipate this bigger trend down. It was that same strategy that helped us predict this bigger move to the POC. Now, this is in the opposite direction, so if we were to see these kind of money flow crossovers with the higher time frame green dots play out, that would be calling for more upside. But for me personally, guys, I'm going to have to see a break of these key levels of resistance, bringing up that local range here. Now, if we see the more bullish case play out, guys, and we start breaking out of this range, as well as the macro range that we just looked at, I would be looking for a flip of this anchored VWAP, which is sitting at about $70,000 right now. This is also a psychological level of resistance. So, if we wind up breaking this and holding it, I will be looking for a move up to this 786 larger golden pocket confluence that we have between $70,578 up to about $70,813. And then once we break above this, guys, the only thing in our way from coming up to all-time highs is really going to be this value area low 786 confluence sitting between $71,365 and $71,694. But to be quite honest, once we start breaking away from this anchored VWAP and we get above this golden pocket, there's going to be a good chance that we break off into all-time highs. However, I will definitely be watching this level, guys, because that 786 might just be the bigger retracement that we're going for before getting the bigger correction. But that is the line in the sand. We start flipping this golden pocket 786. I'll be looking up towards this last level. Again, 71,600. Once we get above that, I'll be looking up to all-time highs. But again, remember here, guys, I am looking for shorts up here. So it's not just, oh my God, long it to 100K. We have to see some real specific things play out here. Again, Market Cipher B is looking like it could continue up, but my overall plan recently has been to look for shorts up in here for a bigger correction to the downside to grab some lower liquidity that we have sitting. But new information comes into the charts every single day, guys, and I am going to be taking that new information as it comes in and changing my plan as things develop with the premium Discord. Either way, whether we get the pump or dump, guys, it is likely going to be very volatile with the election here on top of a flood of other stuff going on this week, which we'll get into on the live stream later tonight. And either way, whether we pump or dump, guys, we will likely be in profit here in the Candle Mafia and in that premium Discord. And with all that being said, guys, be careful out there. The volatility is going to kick up. A lot of people are going to get wrecked. Don't be one of those people if you're new. Maybe even sit out on trading today, but watch those key levels. This is how I'm handling the trades. I'll be in the premium Discord looking for those trades as the new price action develops. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you guys do not miss any of these urgent market updates as we have been absolutely nailing these moves. That's all the time I got for today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out. Here we go. At the top of the class on a roll. And it's time to run it up, yeah, maxed out, put the